Seeing as though we've been on lockdown for a couple of weeks now and it's looking like there's every possibility that it could be extended, I thought it might be worthwhile to share a few tips on how people can protect their mental health and boost their mood. So without further ado. Alright, so first off we have exercise. See, a lot of people already know that exercise is good for mental health, but they don't know how exactly it is. Well, when we partake in light exercise such as jogging or walking, that's what's called aerobic activity. And essentially what that means is it's exercise with the presence of oxygen. So as our breathing rate increases and we're taking in more oxygen, our heart rate also increases, and that's to pump the oxygen that's now in the blood around the body more efficiently. So as well as going to the working muscles, the oxygen and blood also goes to the brain, and what that does is it improves brain function. It can also lead to things like neurogenesis, which is the formation of new brain cells. So exercise is good for the brain essentially. Also during exercise, our body releases of what are called neurotransmitters, which are essentially chemical messengers that send signals through our cells in our body. One of the neurotransmitters that are released is endorphins. Now, you may have heard of endorphins before. What they are is the body's natural painkiller. So anytime our body comes under times of stress, such as the stress put on our body through exercise, endorphins attach to the opioid receptors in the brain to alleviate any pain or stress. Sometimes it can lead to feelings of euphoria, often referred to as runner's high in the instance of exercise. Other neurotransmitters that are released during exercise are serotonin, dopamine and norepinephrine, and they all regulate mood too. Alright, so next on the list we have nutrition. Now just like exercise, proper nutrition is important for boosting mood and protecting mental health. But what exactly is proper nutrition? Well, first and foremost we have our micronutrients, our vitamins and minerals. Vitamins such as B6, B9, B12, vitamin C, selenium, magnesium and zinc, when deficient, have all been linked with depressive symptoms. So what that means is when you don't consume enough of these micronutrients, depressive symptoms can follow. So it might be wise to try eating more nutrient-dense foods, things such as meat, fruits, vegetables and seafood. The most nutrient-dense food is actually organ meat, but if you don't fancy trying that, then stick to the fruit and veg. But what I want to talk about mainly is protein and what happens when we consume protein. See, when we eat protein, it goes through the digestive system and is broken down into what are called amino acids. Now, amino acids serve a lot of bodily functions, one of which being creating hormones and neurotransmitters. There are 9 essential amino acids, and what that means is that they have to come from a dietary source. Our body can't make them. One of the amino acids is tryptophan. Tryptophan is a precursor for serotonin, the neurotransmitter I mentioned earlier that boosts mood. See, without tryptophan, our body can't make enough serotonin, so you can see why it's important to consume protein. Also worth mentioning is omega-3 fatty acids, and in particular EPA, which has been shown to decrease depressive symptoms, most likely due to its anti-inflammatory properties. EPA can be found mainly in fatty fish such as salmon or mackerel or sardines. Following on from nutrition slightly, we have sunlight. Now, another micronutrient is vitamin D, and our greatest source of that is the sun. So when deficient in vitamin D, it can lead to a specific type of depression called seasonal affection disorder, or SAD. So you can see that sunlight is important for our mental health. So why not kill 2 birds with 1 stone and go exercise outdoors? Go for your daily run or your daily walk, or why not move your HIIT session to the garden? Now, with that being said, it is important to abide by the government guidelines, and if you're self-isolating, you shouldn't be leaving your house at all. And if you're on lockdown, you should only be leaving your house to go buy essentials or for your daily exercise. Alright, next on the list we have sleep. Now for me, sleep is probably the most underrated tool that we have when it comes to healthy body and mind. One of the world's leading experts, Dr. Matthew Walker, summarises it perfectly in his book, Why We Sleep. He says, "There doesn't seem to be one major organ within the body or process in the brain that isn't optimally enhanced by sleep or detrimentally impaired when we don't get enough." For me, this epitomises just how important sleep is for all our bodily functions and including mental health. A study showed a part of the brain that's responsible for emotional response, triggering feelings such as rage and anger, called the amygdala, is up to 60% more reactive when sleep deprived. Maybe that's where waking up on the wrong side of the bed comes from. In his book, Dr. Matthew Walker also references another sleep expert, Dr. Alison Harvey, and her work on improving the mental health conditions of people with depression through the healing effects of sleep. Another thing worth mentioning whilst on lockdown is to try and keep a regular sleeping pattern, to try and keep your body clock or circadian rhythm in check. But it's most important to get your 7 to 9 hours sleep, so make sure you're doing that. Alright, so next on the list we have mindfulness. Under times of stress, our body releases a hormone called cortisol, aptly named the stress hormone, and as a result, pro-inflammatory cytokines are also released. Now, in abundance, these can be really bad for our body and our brain. They've been shown to lead to feelings of depression and anxiety. Mindfulness practices such as meditation and yoga have been shown to reduce the inflammatory response from stress. Practicing mindfulness varies from person to person, and it could take as little as 5 to 10 minutes each day just to check in with yourself. And lastly on the list, we have purpose. Now, in times like these on lockdown, it might be difficult to find your sense of purpose, knowing that you don't have to wake up the following morning and go to work like usual. But it is important to give yourself a sense of purpose. Hopefully, these other things can help bring a sense of purpose to your day, whether it be cooking a nutritious meal, exercising, or writing a to-do list, maybe cleaning your space or learning a new skill. All of these can help bring purpose to your day. So are you counting the days or making the days count? So that's our list complete. Hopefully these things can help bring purpose to your day. If you liked the video, let me know. Drop a comment. Maybe you wanted a specific topic covered. Thanks for watching.